Kilalanin natin ang official new and improved complete lineup ng PBA guest team ng Macau Black Bears para sa 2026 PBA 50th Commissioner's Cup. Point guards, Damian Chongki, team captain, 5'8", 154 pounds, 26 years old, 23 points, 3 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 0.6 steals, 45% 3-point shooter, 65% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 East Asia Super League season averages. ZG Young, 6 feet, 175 pounds, 25 years old, 2.5 points, 2 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 25% 3-point shooter, 75% free throw shooter in his 2024-2025 China CBA season averages. Xing Zhao Chao, 5'10", 165 pounds, 24 years old, 1 point, 0.5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 20% 3-point shooter, 50% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 East Asia Super League averages. Li Shengchen, 5'9", 160 pounds, 24 years old, 1.4 points, 0.9 rebounds, 2.5 assists, 0.4 steals, 20% 3-point shooter, 50% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 Taiwan P-League averages. Shooting guards, Phoenix Shackelford, 6'3", 190 pounds, 25 years old, 11.5 points, 5.2 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.8 steals, 23% 3-point shooter, 62% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 East Asia Super League season averages. Jenning Leung, 6 feet, 176 pounds, 30 years old, 10.7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.3 steals, 0.2 blocks, 38% 3-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his 2024-2025 East Asia Super League season averages. Zhao Jingzhu, 6'1", 185 pounds, 28 years old, 1.5 points, 1 rebound, 0.5 assist, 25% 3-point shooter, 60% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 East Asia Super League averages. Small forwards, Jia Shuli, 6'4", 195 pounds, 25 years old, 3.3 points, 1.2 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 0.6 steals, 0.2 blocks, 33% 3-point shooter, 80% free throw shooter in his 2023-2024 China CBA season averages. Lao Chonpong, 6'3", 154 pounds, 30 years old, 6.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, 1 assist, 0.3 steals, 33% 3-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 East Asia Super League season averages. Gao Fengyu, 6'4", 198 pounds, 38 years old, 3.9 points, 1 rebound, 0.5 assist, 0.6 steals, 29% 3-point shooter, 67% free throw shooter in his last season averages in China CBA. Power forwards, Tony Mitchell, starting import, 6'7", 235 pounds, 33 years old, 9 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 0.5 steals, 2.5 blocks, 63 field goal percentage, 57% free throw shooter in his 2023-2024 East Asia Super League season averages. Panoorin natin ang isa sa mga best game highlights ni Mitchell sa Star Hot Shots dati kung gaano siya kagaling na import sa PBA. Yinran Wang, 6'8", 225 pounds, 25 years old, 1.7 points, 1 rebound, 0.3 assist, 57 field goal percentage, 100% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 China CBA season averages. Meng Sun, 6'4", 190 pounds. 26 years old, 1 point, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. 20% 3-point shooter, 50% free throw shooter in 2024-2025 East Asia Super League averages. Centers, Samuel De Guara, backup import, 7'6", 288 pounds, 34 years old, 14 points, 1.7 blocks, 51 field goal percentage, 90% free throw shooter in 2025-2026 East Asia Super League season averages. Panoorin natin ang kaunting basketball game highlights ng tallest import ngayon sa PBA kung gaano siya kagaling na big man. Ramon Cao, 6'8", 220 pounds, 28 years old, 3.6 points, 1.4 rebounds, 0.8 assists, 0.2 steals, 0.2 blocks, 28% 3-point shooter, 50% free throw shooter in 2024-2025 East Asia Super League season averages. Shauk Suli, 6'10", 230 pounds, 36 years old, 3.7 points, 2.7 rebounds, 0.8 assists, 0.2 steals, 0.3 blocks, 41% 3-point shooter, 100% free throw shooter in his 2025-2026 China CBA season averages. Liu Wenke, 7'2", 220 pounds, 19 years old, 5.5 points, 5 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1 block, 60 field goal percentage, 40% free throw shooter in his last season averages in Guangzhou Luong Lions. Ito ang official new and improved complete lineup ng PBA guest team na Macau Black Bears para sa 2026 PBA 50th Commissioner's Cup. Sa tingin mga kabubbles, kaya bang makipagsabayan ng guest team na to sa mga powerhouse team ng PBA? I-comment nyo na po yan sa baba.